Good afternoon, good day, good night, depending the time you're here, the time you're seeing this video. So today I'm going to teach you how to do wireless penetration testing, and we are first focusing on Wi-Fi. How you can penetrate test your wireless network in your home or church or office to make sure that it is secured. That's the aim of this lesson, to make sure that your wireless network is secured. And remember, the knowledge you're going to get here, don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. Don't use it to do something illegal. That's not what this video is all about. This video is all about testing your own and make sure it's secured. Don't use it and do illegal stuff. Now, the first thing you're going to do is to what? Make sure, because I'm going to use the virtualization software. So the first thing you're going to check is to make sure that your PC allows virtualization. That's the first thing you do. Now, how do you ensure that? Come to your taskbar right here. As you can see from my mouse, click on it. Click on what? Task Manager. Come to this place. Let me maximize it. Come to what? CPU. There's performance. Sorry. Come to what? This performance. Come to what? CPU. You now see what? Virtualization is enabled on my own. That's the first thing you need to do. If this is disabled, which I don't know, because most systems comes with virtualization automatically enabled by default. So if yours is not enabled, then you need to go to your BIOS and do some settings. You need to go to your BIOS and do some changes. You don't have to go to your BIOS. You can browse or go online. My system, I entered my BIOS with escape key or F1. If you don't know how to go to your BIOS, you can check that one online. Now, after you must have enabled this thing, now, the second thing you're going to use is what? Virtualization software. You have so many of them. But the one I'm going to use is called what? VMware. Let me show you the one I'm currently running at. So look at it. That's what the one I'm going to use. You're going to use what is called VMware. If you come here, come to About Workstation. So this is what the one we're going to use, VMware. This is the one I'm using. There are other ones you can use as I will show you, like VirtualBox. You can use VirtualBox. Come here, you type VirtualBox download. You can also use this one, Oracle VirtualBox, or any of them, or this one downloads. The VirtualBox can download for your download here. I see it. You can download it for your PC, Windows PC. Any of these links take you to the place you can download VirtualBox. That and download. So that's VirtualBox. Okay, look at for Windows stores, for Mac OS, for Linux, for Solaris. These are different platforms where you can download VirtualBox from. I think the latest one is VirtualBox 7.2.12. Now, either use VirtualBox or use what? VMware, like this place. So this is VMware. Just Google VMware. Look at my Google workstation. Google it. VMware workstation 26H1 download. That's what we Google. Once you Google this, and it's going to take you to a number of links. You can open from this link, new win. Like the one I opened it from Textports. As you can see it from this place, called Textports. So you can see it from here. See my mouse, Textports. So you can come here, you download 20 Workstation Pro 26H1. This is a label website. So you can as well download from it. It's a label website, sure. You can download from here. If you are afraid, maybe it contains virus or thereabout. These are different versions. This is the latest version. This is the second. As you can see, this is arranged. This is arranged. This one is for Linux. This one is for Windows. So be careful what you're downloading. This one for Windows. This one is for Linux. If they are stacked according to their release period. Now, also come to what? This particular link, support.broadcom.com group. I logged in. You need to log in. Once you log in to this support.broadcom.com/group exec download. Once you log in from this link, I might post this link on the comment section or on the description of the video. Once you come to this link, they will tell you to log in. Once you log in, you come to download. Once you come to this download, you come to free downloads available here. Click on this particular link. So now Google, search for what now? What will you search? Let me just copy this name and search for it. Let me see. Let's search for it. Search results. Did you show anything? This is this download. Search again. Did you return anything? Let's read this. Yeah, I seen it. So search for Workstation Pro. Click on what? VM Workstation Pro. Once you click on VM Workstation Pro, this is from the official website. So if you're afraid of downloading from here, maybe you're afraid of virus or whatever, you can come to this place. This is the official website. So you see the same thing for Linux and for Windows. So if you want to use this for Linux, the same thing, download for Linux. If you want to use it for Windows, download for Windows. So this is Windows. Click on it, look at it. Now just click on the link to download it. So once you click on the link, you are going to see this arrow button. Click on the arrow button to download. Say prior to download this file, additional verification is required. Proceed. Click yes. Now, this one you can cancel it. Agree. Provide most of these things, all your details, and do what? Click on what? Okay. Agree on it and click on submit. Fill it and click on submit. Once you fill it and submit, it's going to show you that you see an agreement stuff which you can agree and download. Once you download it, you will install it like normal Windows installation. Double click on the file and click next. That's that to install it. Now, once you install it, it will be on this blank page. Let me show you what I mean. So once if you know how to install Windows software, it's very easy. Just click on that particular software. So you come to this place. Once you finish, it will be like a blank page like this. It will be a blank page like this. Now you see it like this without this thing that shows it has been installed. Forget about what I'm saying here. So I'm going to show you how to import this Linux software. Now, as I've installed it, what's your next step? Your next step is to do what? Download what? Kali Linux. That's the second thing I got to do because you have installed the virtualization software. This thing you are seeing here is the virtualization software. So we are going to install an OS for penetration testing, which is what? Kali Linux. I will come to this particular place, type what? Kali Linux download. Now you go to what? Get Kali. So, like I said before, when I was doing this video, or as you have known, if you are into this, you know that this one is what? Virtual machines. This one has been reconfigured, packaged for you just to import. But this particular one, this installer images, you need to install it like the normal way you are installing your Windows in your system. If you have installed Windows before, but this particular one, everything has been set up for just import. So there are advantages and disadvantages of each of them. This one is very fast to do. This one will take you some time. So depending on what you want, but I think the easiest way for now for you to do is to use what? Recommended one. This one is virtual machine. Just click on it. This particular one. Use virtual machine image. Now look at what I told you. I told you have different virtualization software like VMware, like VirtualBox, like Hyper-V, like Kemu. I've used VMware. I've used VirtualBox. I think I've used Hyper-V for some time. I don't think it lasted a day. I just remove it. I don't just like, I don't know. It's preference. Or use KEMU or whatever you call it. So now, what I'm going to focus is what VMware. Click on it. So once you click on it, I've downloaded it before. That's why I'm seeing this thing. To take this, I'm using Internet Download Manager. So it's going to take to download. Without that, this is almost 3.6 gig. So I've downloaded it before. That's why I saw this thing. If not, you see download, you start downloading, you see it from here on this top right corner. Now, once you have downloaded this thing, you will now see it on your download folder. You see it on the download folder. Let me show what I mean. Okay. Once you have downloaded, you see it here on your download folder. It's telling us, have you seen it? This is how it will be. This 2026.1, this 2026.2 latest version, as you saw in that Kali.org website. So what would you do now? You click on this. You have downloaded, and it's a zip file. As you can see, it's .7 zip. So you can download a software that can unzip this file for you. One of the softwares I use is WinRAR. WinRAR download. You can download this WinRAR. Once you download this WinRAR, you download for your particular bit. This one is 64-bit. My system is 64-bit. Yours can be 64-bit, but most systems now are 64-bit. You don't know how to know the bit of a system. You can come here, you can Google it, how to know the bit of a system. Is not for this course. So, but most systems, if 90% or 95% of systems now is 64-bit. So just download for 64-bit WinRAR. And that software you can download is called 7-zip. As you can see from this download file, see that it's what .7-zip. .7-zip. That's what they use to zip this this file. This file has been compiled, configured for you. Just import. So they use 7-zip. So you can use 7-zip and unzip it. So type 7-zip. 7-zip. Download. This 7-zip. You can install both of them. So, but one can serve you. But for this particular one, you can use the 7-zip. That's the same thing applies. 64 and 32-bit. Once you see 86-bit, know that it's 32-bit. Or it just 64-bit. 32 is 86. That's what they use for it. Look at 32-bit Windows 86. Now 64 is 64-bit. Now, once you have downloaded this software, like click on it, install, normal install. The next thing is what? To extract the downloaded downloaded what? File. How do I extract it? You can click on this particular thing, copy it, create a folder, and extract it. Look at my own. If you go to this PC, Windows folder, I called my own Collins Virtual OS. That's what I called my own Collins what? Virtual what? OS. That's what I call my own. So if you come, you see that there's Kali 26 and other Kalis. You can also put Windows here. So depending on what you can call your own Prince OS, whatever, just for you to remember. And I put my own on Windows on Drive C. But you can put your own on documents, desktop, anywhere. But I just put it here so I wouldn't tamper with it. I won't tamper with it. That's why I put it there, so I won't tamper with it. Okay. So once you are done setting up the folder you're going to extract it to, you can click on this particular link. Click on it. As you can see, click on extract. Where is it? You can use WinRAR or can use 7-zip. I'm using WinRAR. Click on extract files. Go to the place, your folder. Mine is Collins folder. Just drop it here. Extract files. You can drop it here. It's going to extract. once it's done extracting, once you are done extracting, so it have extracted, go to that place the file was extracted to. See it called what? Linux 2026 VMware, whatever, as you can see. So you can rename it. This too long. You can leave it or you can rename it. So you can call your own Linux 2026 VM 2026.2 setup or profile or whatever OS, whatever I want to call it. I call my own OS. So look at it. I've started it. If you don't know how to do it like this, you can also come to this place. Start download. Let me see. Copy it. Once you copy it, you go to that place. Go to that place. If you don't know how to do the first one I did, go to this place. Go to Linux, whatever. Create a folder. You can create a folder here. Paste inside that folder. Once paste inside that folder, you now come up to that place. Right click. Click on what? That WinRAR you installed. Click on what? Extract here. Want to extract that file inside that place. That's the second thing you can do. If you don't want to use that, the manual one I did, when I said extract files, you can use extract files to that directory, or you use what? Extract here. So extract inside that folder. Now, once you have done with all this setup, what next? We are going to import. Let's import. Now we now come to our VMware. Let's import. Now come to our VMware. Once you come to our VMware, look at how it looks like. You do what? Click on File. Click on File. Click on what? Open. It's not new. You will not click on New Virtual Machine. That you just want to import. So click on what? Open. Select that particular folder. Where is the folder? I think it's on Collins this thing. This OS. You will see only one file. Once you see only one file, click on it and click on what? Open. Once you click on open, it's going to import. Once you see this only one file, if you do not see any file, you need to extract again. So you only see only one file. The file size is around, it's called VMware Virtual Machine Configuration. It's 3 kilobytes. So that file size, 3 kilobytes. Only one file you will see what you want to import. Called VMware Virtual Machine Configuration. So that's what we import. Click on open, it's going to open. And it's going to import it here. So you see it here. This is one I've imported already. So once you see it here, now, next we will do is what? Do the what? Normal setting. Configure it. So you now click on what? Edit Virtual Machine Configuration. That's what we do. Edit Virtual Machine Configuration. Click on Edit Virtual Machine Configuration. Click on this is it. So you now assign it. The ones we are after now, we want to change is this memory, processor, and NAT. Already, because this is pre-configured, they're going to give you default 80 gig space. Doesn't mean that the files have taken 80 gig of your hard drive. It means that the much you can accommodate is what? 80 gig. That's what this means. So this is normal. Except you use the installer images, you cannot expand. Like if you see my own, I have up to 200 gig because I use installer images. I do not use the pre-compiled image. So come to this network adapter. Make sure it's on NAT, network address translation. Make sure it's on NAT. You can give your processor, if you have a 5 cores or 6 cores or 7 cores processor, don't give it more than half of it. Now I have 24 cores. So you can give it up to maybe 4, 2, or leave it default. If you have up to 10 cores or 12 cores, give it something like 5 cores or 6 cores. Don't give it more than 6 if it's 12 cores. So you can ask AI to direct you on how to do all these things, but don't give it more than what you have. Now, if you come to RAM, if you have 16 gig RAM, don't give it 7 gig RAM. But that is way beyond the normal because your host will have some reserve. Your host is your Windows, because Windows is going to run this virtualization software. If you have 12, give it something like 6 downwards, 6, 5, 4. You have 4, give it something like 2, 1. So depending on how much RAM you have. So the RAM is settled, the processor is settled, the NAT, make sure it's on network address translation. What else do you want? So you come to options, come to this advanced, uncheck this thing, enable start channel notification for Hyper-V, whatever. Just uncheck it. It's already checked, just uncheck it. Once you boot your Windows, it's going to boot your carrier, it's going to tell you this. That this is enabled. This is for security purpose so that virus cannot escape your virtual environment to your host. But when you enable it, it's going to reduce the performance of your virtual machine. And what we need is high performance. So I don't think it depends on you can enable or disable, but mine, I disable it so that I can get optimum performance. So that's why. So it was enabled when I disabled it. So from this options place, advanced. So once I don't want this video to be too long. That's why I'm trying to finish this video within 25 minutes. So once this thing is done, you click OK. Now you see all the settings here. You see the username because it's imported. I've told you now the username is Kali, password is Kali because it was imported. That's what they told you here. Username is Kali, password is Kali. Now once you have finished with all this, you click on what? Power on this virtual machine. Going to power it on. Now our virtual machine has been powered on. So the username is what? Kali. And the password is what? Kali. That's one we imported. So as you can see, it's powered on. So what we do now is once it's powered, this thing is powered on. First we're going to do now is to what? Do what is called what? Update and upgrade. So that's the first thing we do. Sudo apt. This thing is too tiny for you to see. Control Shift plus 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 Shift plus plus. So sudo apt update and sudo apt full upgrade. That's what we do. First thing you do. Click on it. Ask your password. Click on it. Go take up to 3 or 4 gig of your data. So make sure you have enough data before you do this thing. Once you click on it, it will start working. So I will cancel it. I don't want it to go. Let me cancel it. I don't need it. It's going to take a lot of time. So once you have done this thing, that is the main thing we have done. We have set up our virtual environment for what? Wireless network penetration testing. We have done it. Now, once you have finished all these things, you power it off. Power off. Now, as we have powered it off, the next thing I want to show you is how to create snapshots. Snapshot is just like Windows restore point. The restore point you create on Windows, something like this. This restore point. So that is what is called snapshot, just like Windows restore point. If you have used this thing before. Restore point is a point in time where your system is working well. In case something goes wrong, you can refer to that place. That is what we call restore point. When something is working fine. So you can see I have so many restore points. This is not what we're doing about. I want to focus on what? Virtual machine. Now you come to VM, you see snapshots, just like Windows. You click on what? Take snapshots. You can take snapshot before the upgrade and take snapshot after the upgrade. When you want to do a major change or major installation, make sure you take snapshot. This now saves me a ton of time. Make sure you take snapshot when you want to do a major change or you want to install a software. Because once this thing breaks, it's going to take a lot of time. And sometimes, if your system is your virtual machine has been configured for your personal use, and you install one software and it broke it, you're going to go over again. So I don't want that time wasting. So you can create before, maybe call it before, once you have finished importing it, before upgrade and what? Updates. You take it. Now, after you have upgraded, you can also come and create snapshot and call it what? After what? Upgrade and what? Update. Depends on you. So see my snapshot, as you can see. So I don't want to restore, no. That's what you to see. that my snapshot says what? Immediately after importing Kali. So I did this thing before updates. This is it here. Immediately after importing Kali. So look at this one. After upgrading with Pimp My Kali. So this is a different snapshot I created. If I do a major change. Once we have finished this particular thing, control alternate. Once you have finished particular thing, you download a software called, or should I, let me open the software from here. It's called Pimp My Kali. I use it a lot. Pimp. This one is optional, but it's also important. It's called Pimp My Kali. I think that's it. Pimp My Kali. I do what? Okay. This is it. It's going to add some features to your Kali. Going to add, this one is optional. Just click on this thing. It's optional. You can follow this, you can leave it. Copy the URL. Go to your Kali. This one you installed. You can CD to maybe CD to optional directory. CD means I want to change directory. I want to move to another folder. So we normally go to all this optional folder. We normally go to OPT. That's how it normally go. CD to APT. As you CD to APT, you see what you see it highlighted here. If I type PWD, which is what? Parent working directory, which means the folder you're currently on. Once you click OK, it will tell you what in OPT. If I click LS, it tells you some files that are there already. So mine have this is the new one. Oh, the Microsoft file is there already. So you can move to that place or you can leave it. So for you to clone this thing, this particular Pimp My Kali, remember let me CD again. So this root directory. If I do what? PWD, look at I'm on home Kali, which is I'm in the home and the user Kali. So if your user is the Kenneth, it will be home Kenneth. If your user is Blessing, it will be home Blessing, home Linda, home Tina. Anyhow, so right now we have home Kali. If I do ls, this is the user that are there. This is the file of this user Kali. So let's CD. Let me do. If you do Control L, it will wipe out all these things, or you do clear. Type clear. It will wipe it off, or like let me show you something now. Let me show you something. If things pull on your screen, like you type a lot of things on your screen, maybe let me just assume something. Control C. I want to, it have reached the end. You can do Control L. It's going to wipe off. Not wipe off, to just bring it down and bring it into entirely new screen. If I slide up now, you see that those things are still there. But at least that gives you a new thing for you to work with, new interface. Now, once you have done that to do APT update and upgrade, you can also use that software I told you, Pimp My Kali, but it's optional. It's optional. If you want to use it, you can go to that GitHub and study how to use it. If you have used GitHub before, I use GitHub, you can study that. I don't want to teach that one now, so to avoid confusion. So, but it will add some things to your both time zone, make it to be Nigeria. Like here is America, New York. It will detect your time zone and make it Nigeria, Africa, Nigeria. So it is going to add some things, set up some things that will be beneficial for you in future. So now, once we have done this thing, we need to power it off and do one other thing. Power it off. Power off. You can type power off, or you can type, you can type power off. Look at it. Power off. Or you come to this particular place. My own is tiny. Yours will not be tiny because my monitor is is the my screen size is bigger, it's tiny, and my resolution, all those kind of things, made it more tiny. We can increase the font from here, which I don't want to do now. It's more technical again. Increase the font, but I believe when you upgrade and update some things, it's going to adjust. Let's power it off. Once you have updated and upgraded it, power it off. Now, once you power it off, you now go to this place. It's called edit. No, it's called snapshots. This is called snapshot. This snapshot is just like any question. Any question? Should I continue? Should I continue? Okay. Now, once you have updated and upgraded, you can even take snapshot before updating and upgrading in case something goes wrong, or you can take it after updating and upgrading. Snapshot just like Windows Restore. This is my Windows, the host. We do the same thing like this. Create restore point. Like Windows. This Windows for Windows on. This this called restore point. Windows call their own restore point. Kali call their own snapshot. It's not even Kali. What do you call it? VMware workstation, which Kali was installed on top of it, or their own snapshots. So this thing makes is the important is that if you do something wrong, maybe you install something and it breaks your system, you can go back to that particular time your system was okay. That particular time you created your snapshot. So like this Windows, you can just create snapshot and name it anything you want to name it. Look at name it anything you want to maybe create a restore point. This for Windows, but for Kali, which was installed on top of VMware, for VMware precisely, we go to this place, go to snapshot, take snapshot, write the name. I can write the name like this immediately after importing Kali. So I've not upgraded, I'm not updated. They don't let that I will know. You can just write a description. This snapshot was done immediately after importing before upgrading. So you can just write a description for you to know. Just click on take snapshots. You have taken this snapshot. If you go to this VMware again, this snapshot, if you go to snapshot manager, you see all the snapshots you have taken. Look at the snapshot. This one has been saved already. So look at where you are currently. So if you do something else, you can save snapshot to move it to another place. If you so that once you do something wrong, you just go and click on what? And just go and click on that, double click on it. It's going to restore. Like if I double click on this thing now, it says by restoring this snapshot, the current state will be lost. So if you have done something wrong, just go back to that place. There's the sense of snapshot. Like if you go to this Macaulay, the first one I did, if I click on VMware, click on snapshots. Let me show you my snapshot manager. Look at my snapshots. I wrote this one after updating and upgrading. Another snapshot after fixing display issue. Another snapshot after installing Bob Suit Pro. Bob Suit is for hacking. Snapshot after installing Hexstrike, but not tools. After installing Cloud AI, Cloud Code now working. So these are different snapshots. So if I do something, I can just go back in time and look for where it's working and select it. Double click on it and just go to that place. That's the sense of snapshot. That's why I told you immediately after upgrading and updating, you can just create a snapshot. That subsequently, when you are doing something and something goes wrong, you can just go direct to that place. Any problem, any issue before we could proceed, any issue? Any issue? Any issue? Should we proceed? Only few are available. Okay. Okay, no. So we are done with this. I can just use my normal, or else I can still use this one. Okay. Let me power this thing off. Oh, is it on? Okay, it's powered off. Let me just close it. Now we have done everything. Maybe you have updated and upgraded your OS. Now, next we are going to do is to what? Test our um our wireless adapter. To test it. So look at the wireless adapter you're using. Called wireless adapter. Okay, I think. Let's see images. They're very costly ones. So look at this particular one. Look at this particular one. So after you buy it, will not work. But I have a place I'm buying my own, and it has been working all the while. So look at the wireless adapter. This thing with pole. Your system has wireless adapter or your carry, but the main thing is that it doesn't have monitor mode. Now monitor mode is very important, but this one can easily be put to monitor mode. But if you try to put your own system, it will not work. So that's why we need external wireless adapters. These are with different wireless adapters. So the one I have is I have this particular one. This particular one. You can scam. You can use your system to scam, but you cannot do any attack. You can't do any attack. You cannot penetrate. That's the thing. You can't penetrate. Yes, you need the external. That's the thing. You need the external. So, you see that I have a external wireless adapter. Product that I have. Look at it here. This wireless adapter. Let's see what I can fit on it. Trying to copy at it. One has two wireless adapter. We have the one of I said the price on the WhatsApp before. I think that's it 40 or 50. I don't know. I will check the price because we buy this in dollars online. My friend, look at this one has two posts. I will tell you the price later. It has two posts. That's what I can see. Like the one I showed you on that browser. At it here. I have two. I know why I bought two. I have two. One, one can do every twin attack easily. The other one cannot do every twin attack, but it can do another thing. Can I combine both functionalities? At it. There's another wireless adapter. This particular one can do every twin attack, but it's only 2 gigahertz frequency. This one cannot do two twin attack, but it has both 2 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz frequency. That's the essence. Let's start the attack. Let me just do some settings. Come in. Another one I want to configure, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now let's start the attack. Now you plug in your wireless adapter. Let me plug it in. Plug it in. Onto your USB port. want to plug it into my USB port. Like previously, if I run, who am I? It's not who am I. If I run what is called aiw-config, this is a command to see your wireless adapters you have. You see that it said no wireless extension, no wireless extension, no wireless extension. That's what it's saying. Now let me plug it in. Once you plug it in, it's going to say connect to host or connect to virtual machine. My host is what? My what? My Windows. That is my host. Now once you click on connect to virtual machine, you select the virtual machine you want to connect to. That's it. Connect to virtual machine. If you have 2 or 3 virtual machines, it's going to appear here. I didn't mean on 2 or 2 no, it's going to appear here. So but now I have one. So that one is turned off. I have one. So once it is you have connected, you do what again? aiw-config again. Do it again. Okay, it does not appear. Let me unplug it. I think I delayed. It now auto select. Let me unplug it and plug it back again. Let's unplug and plug it back again. Let's plug it back again. So it appear. Let me connect to Ali. Click OK. Run the command. Press up arrow key. Run the command aiw-config. Let's wait. Are you seeing it has appeared? It has appeared. So this is my wireless adapter. I plugged one. This one is labeled WLAN 0. Let me increase the font for people that are not seeing it. Control Shift plus. So this one is called WLAN 0. I hope you can see what I'm talking about. Hello. Hello. Okay, I see this is called WLAN 0. So if I plug another one now, that one will be labeled WLAN 1. If I plug another one, it will be labeled WLAN 2. This means wireless LAN 0, wireless LAN 1, wireless LAN 2, wireless LAN 3. That is naming convention. So now, as I have plugged this wireless adapter, the first you need to check is to know whether your wireless adapter supports monitor mode. Like now, we just plug it in, nothing much. If you also do if config, it also appears here. 2 different commands. If you want to know what this command does, I've said it before, like iw-config and ifconfig, you can know what is called what is ifconfig. It's going to show you configure a network interface. What is iw-config? If you want to know what this command does, iw-config, yeah, to tell you what, configure what? A wireless network interface. This is a normal network interface. The one we are focused is what? iw-config, which is what? Wireless network interface. That's why when I run iw-config, it listed this WLAN 0 because that is wireless network interface. Now, what we need to check is what? How to test wireless adapter for injection mode. Want to know whether it can perform injection mode? You run this command for you to know if it can perform injection mode. So we'll do what is called Control L. Let me clear the screen. Control L, or you type clear, it will clear. So what is called sudo aireplay-ng. Okay, I've done this before. Sudo aireplay-ng --test WLAN 0. What I want to test is what? Whether this wireless adapter supports what? Packet what? Injection. Whether you can use and inject something into a wireless network.
So let's run it. You tell me to put my password. My password there is not Kali. It's something else I set for myself. The scene is busy. Okay. So these are another wireless network in my surrounding. It captured one network in my surrounding. So what did it say? In what you want to see, the information you want to see is what? Injection is what? Working. That's what we care. So once some wireless adapter you buy may not have this thing. Once you buy it, what you want to know is that whether it will say injection is working. That's what you want to know. Once you can see this thing, know that it supports packet injection. That one is done. Now, next you want to check what? If it supports access point. What do you mean by access point? Access point just like trying to create a hotspot with your phone. So want to know that you can use wireless adapter to create a fake hotspot so that people can log into it and you can use and see their password. That's the essence. So it's called AP, access point. That means trying to create a hotspot where people can join. For you to test that one, we have tested this. We have plugged it in. We have tested whether it can support packet injection, and it told us that injection is working. Found one access point, which is what? Which is Val TV, blah blah blah. Val TV. If I run it again, let me see whether I can see more. No, it's a Wi-Fi network, just a wireless network in my surrounding. This thing is just trying to capture network in your surrounding. That was all. Yeah, that within you, exactly. Uh, that's what it does. There's also a Windows app. That one just to check it, but it won't attack. Is it here? One Windows app. I don't think it's here. It's called, I've forgotten that Windows app. Maybe next time I will teach you one Windows app like that. But that one, it just does the same thing that this one does. You know that the main difference is just that it just knows the information. It can't do any attack with it. Now, we want to test if the wireless adapter supports AP. That means we can use it to test access points. So, for you to do that one, you do what is called what? IW list. IW list. Let me do this. You cannot see it well. Let me just do Ctrl L. IW list. IW dash list. You pipe it. Send it. This pipe means to send. You send it and look for grab means to grab. I want to grab for AP. Anything that has AP. This command says that run IW list. Send the output to this command, which is grab to grab AP mode. So let's check. So you can see it's what? It supports what? Access point mode. These are things we need. This is in the file I sent previously. It's in that file. So I'm not just rushing through it. You can go to the file if you have the network wireless network adapter. So now it says what? AP. It supports AP mode, as you can see here. If I do this IW list directory, it has a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things. Look at it, which will take some quite time to go through. So that's why we are grabbing the AP. So we are telling this command, run this command, and search for anything that has AP mode. Just like as you run this IW list, press enter. You can do Ctrl F if I'm not mistaken. Ctrl F, Abi, Ctrl Shift F. Okay, and search for what? AP. Just do next. Are you seeing AP? That AP. So that's the main thing. AP. Search for anything that has AP. But this one takes time. That's why we run the one-way command. That's why we run this one-way command. Not everything and graph for AP. AP. So any question before we proceed, before we enter the main thing? Any problem? Any problem before we proceed? Can I see my screen? Wow. What happened? Can I see the screen? Are you seeing it now? Wow. It's network. Should be your network because I'm seeing it in my own place. It should be your network. It should be your own network. I don't think I can go to this thing again. So after today, I don't think I will just proceed. Anybody that is joining you can go and meet people. If you will not guide the person, because we have to wait for this thing for a long time, even with my old PC that is hanging. So as I'm going through this one more time with this new PC, we proceed. Should we proceed? Okay. Okay. Let us proceed. Let us proceed. So when we run iw-config, you see that our okay, it's a monitor mode, but previously it is a manage mode. I don't know. This thing should be a fake monitor mode. Fake. I don't think it's a good monitor mode. Previously we ran it. It was in manage mode. So if it's a manage mode, now it's a monitor mode. If it's in manage mode, you can't use it to see network in your surrounding. If it's in manage mode, you can't use it. So it's monitor mode. You need to use monitor mode is what you use and monitor network in your surrounding and get more information. In manage mode, you just get this thing I'm talking about, this packet injection, whatever. But in monitor mode, you get more information that will help you. Remember, 5 stages of ethical hacking. We have information gathering. We have other things. So the more information you gather, the more you're able to attack the network. If you have less amount of information, it will take you time, but you have gathered enough evidence, enough information to help you to attack the network. Now, something I didn't say, but as in the course of time, I will say it. And how to know whether the network is 5G or 2G, whether it's supposed 2G frequency or 5G frequency. Maybe as time goes, I'm going to say that one. But for now, let just let just let just run our attack. So please, I would have loved this manage mode before. I would have loved to tell you how to put it in monitor mode. Let's just assume this is the manage mode. I don't know how I enter monitor mode. Maybe a problem. I don't know. Because there's one attack we're going to run. If it's in manage mode, it's not going to work. And if it's in fake monitor mode, it's not going to work. So let's run a command that can change this thing from manage to monitor. Assuming this is manage mode. Before it was managed, I don't know how I changed to monitor. So there's one attack our command we're going to run to change this from manage to monitor, assuming this is a manage mode. So you do what is called sudo ifconfig WLAN 0. Remember our network interface is LAN 0. Sorry. WLAN 0. Want to bring it down. That's best you do. You can write a bash command that will do this automatically for you. So this is WLAN 0. If you program now, it's WLAN 1. For now, I want to bring this particular one down. Press enter. It's now down. So we can change it to monitor mode, assuming this is a manage mode. So we now do airmon-ng check kill to kill any running process that can prevent us from changing to monitor mode. So we want to kill any process. So look at killing these processes, supplicant, whatever. That's the process that normally blocks our descent onto let me clear the screen. So another thing I'm going to do is what? Sudo airmon-ng start. You can use charity and know what this command stands for, or use what is sudo airmon-ng start wlan 0. Want to start it off. Now it starts. Now it said well, monitor mode already enabled, so it's enabled. You say if not enabled, it will not tell you this, so it's already enabled. Now remember we brought it down. So we're going to bring it up again. We brought it down. So we're going to bring it up again. Sudo wlan 0 up. iw-config. Sorry. iw-config. iw-config. You need to check your command. Once you are correct, it's going to shine green. But if I make mistake, it's going to shine white. But if you're correct, it's going to shine green or what, blue, I don't know. So it's a monitor mode. That is it. So the first command, I hope you know the command. First of all, you bring it down, you kill any running process, you change it to the monitor mode, you bring it up again and verify whether it's in monitor mode. Now, you're going to scan the network. I'm going to scan and sniff. Yeah. 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 I told you mine. I didn't change the monitor mode. It changed automatically to monitor mode. So me, I'm assuming that this is a fake monitor mode. I want to change it to the real monitor mode. But normally, you should be saying is what? Manage mode. Manage. Let me plug another one. You see it. Another adapter. So you see what I'm talking about. So if it's the monitor mode and you didn't change it, it may run attack and it will not work. So we want to be sure. I put another adapter. Connect the virtual machine. Select the virtual machine. Click OK. Ctrl L to clear the screen. Oh shit. Ctrl L. Okay. And I do iw-config. I see WLAN 1. I see it. Can you see WLAN 1? Now, which mode is it? A manage mode. It's a manage mode. So that's why we brought it to monitor mode. So my own, I didn't change it and it came to monitor mode. So I want to make sure it is a monitor mode, real monitor mode, not fake one. So if it's in monitor mode, you can say run that tab, but I don't want to assume that everything's okay. So I want to change it by myself. Or if it's in manage mode, just go ahead and change to monitor mode. I hope I'm following. Are we following? Will you call it a day or I should continue? Okay. Now let's scan the network in our surrounding. Want to scan. So we do what is called what? Sudo airodump-ng. I want to run airodump or what? WLAN 0. Let me just do round 1 so you see the difference whether it will run or it will not run when it's managed mode. Please. I've split my screen. Since I plugged in an adapter, let's check. Test WLAN 1, WLAN 0. So let's see what's going to see. Let's see. So two of them is running. One adapter, one second adapter is running. Let's see. So look at this. This is the network in my surrounding. This is the network in my surrounding. It's running now. So this one is not working perfectly, because you can see. But this one is getting more network for you. A lot of networks in your surrounding. It's sniffing a lot of network. This one I just got to. So let me cut the second one, WLAN 1. Let me cut it. Check whether it's a monitor mode or management. Let me check. Okay, it automatically switched to monitor mode on itself. So I don't know. Maybe is a maybe it's a the last time I tried it, I think the last 2 years or thereabout, doesn't work. So maybe it's a Kali whatever. The test version of Kali that added distance. So once you learn, it's going to change to monitor mode automatically. So these are the things we are seeing now. Let me cut it. Let me Control C to stop. Now it stopped. So I will explain this. Are we following? Should I continue? Should I continue? So now this is a network in my surrounding. This one is the MAC address of the router or network MAC address. This is the power rating. The lower the better. The lower the better. This is the beacons. This is the channel. This is the encryption. This is what I call information gathering. WPA2 is more easier to hack than WPA3. Now we also have what it's called WEP web. That one is very, very easy. But WPA2 is a little bit hard. WPA3 is very hard. So this is what I call for information gathering. It's called encryption. ANC means encryption. This is the cipher CCMP. This is authentication, pre-shared key, or they're sharing the key, or SAE. I think I don't know what this thing means. To be on the note. To be on the note, this pre-shared key on this network. Now, this is a normal airodump on that network, but it has other features we can add to it to get more information. I just ran airodump-ng attack focus on WLAN 0 wireless adapter. So you can add more parameters like what? Focus on WLAN 0 and get me if your wireless adapter supports both 2 GHz and 5 GHz. You can tell it to get both 2 GHz and 5 GHz, which by default, that's what it did already. By default, if I'm not mistaken, this is what it did already. But let's just run it. Let's see the difference. Airodump-ng WLAN 0 dash band. Get me ABG, both 2 GHz and 5 GHz. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it have gotten 5 gigahertz. Are you seeing what I'm talking about? This 5G. Are you seeing it? This 5 gigahertz frequency. I've gotten it. These things are on your listen. On your wireless adapter. Let me show you what I mean. If you go to your wireless your hotspot, you go to your settings. It's already on your settings. Go to hotspots. Come in. I don't know what I can see. Boy, can be seen. I didn't mean I can mirror my screen. I will mirror my screen now. I'm still trying to fix that mirroring of the screen. I will show you how to see the 2 gig, but it's on your phone. Go to hotspot. If you are using the latest version of phones, you see we have both 2 and 4 gig and 5 gigahertz frequency. So most likely the difference between both of them is just that 2 gigahertz frequency can go far. It can go far. It can pass. It can pierce boundaries like walls, and wood. It can pierce boundaries, but it's not too fast. 5 gigahertz frequency is very fast, but it cannot pierce barriers like walls. What cannot pierce it. So if you are close to your network, you can use 5 gigahertz frequency, and there are no barriers like you are not in the kitchen and your network is in the parlor to avoid slowing it down. So it's 5 gigahertz frequency normally used when you are close to the network without any barrier. 2 gigahertz frequency is when you are far from the network, but it's not too fast compared. Like now, what I'm teaching you now, I'm doing with 5 gigahertz frequency, which is this 5G. That's what I'm using. My hotspot. Any question? Let me just. Any question? Any question? You don't understand it? That 5 gigahertz frequency. Is it that one? Is it that one? Hello? Are you talking about the 5 gigahertz frequency? I'm talking about 2 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz frequency. Okay, that one. Let's leave it. Maybe tomorrow we'll continue because I want to say some things. I want to be able to mirror my phone to my laptop screen. So that one should be tomorrow. Let's call it a day. Tomorrow we continue. Is it tomorrow? Ah, let's see tomorrow. If it's tomorrow, I will let you know. Let's just shift it tomorrow. Is that okay? I want to be able to mirror my phone screen to this particular place, so I can be showing what I mean. I've tried it since today. It's not working. Trying to mirror so that once I come to that 5 gigahertz frequency, I will show you because there's another command I want to run like WPS. And if you may not understand it, all this is in your phone. If you're using the latest version of phone, it even helps you to secure your phone. Like me, there's some things I turn off my Wi-Fi. It's very hard for, except you're using advanced hacking technique, which I don't know, or you're using AI, which has some other information which I don't know. So like, so secondary, you can also use AI to do this thing. But that one, if I teach you that one, to make you to be lazy, because you need to understand all these stuffs. And once AI is doing anything and it come to a place and it could not work, you can know how to adjust. So you can just give AI the command and it's going to do this thing for you automatically and you go and sleep. That one is another day. So why I said that, let me stop here because there's another command I want to run. Like if I do ABG and I do something like dash WPS, that means I want to find any network that has outdated WPS. I will show it in your phone. If I click OK, it's going to show that this one has WPS 2.0. This one has this 1.0. That means it's likely to be hacked. It's lower version. This one is higher version. The higher the version, the more harder for you to hack. So all this is called information gathering. We have gathered information, WPS. We have gathered encryption. WPA3 is very hard. So focus on WPA2. Now we have seen WPS, which is wireless protected setup, if I'm not mistaken. It's in your phone. So this one is 2.0. 2.0 is, I think, is the latest version. 1.0 is very old. So the older, the better for us to penetrate. So, but we don't understand because I'm not mirroring my phone. Once I mirror my phone screen, you understand what I'm talking about. So we shall continue tomorrow. So by the time I come tomorrow, I will not focus on this. By the grace of God, if it's not tomorrow, it will be necessary, but I'll try and do it tomorrow. By the time I come back tomorrow, I will now use my phone and show what is WPS and what again. And what? WPS and what else is that I will show you on my phone screen? I think, is it encryption? WPS, encryption. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'll show you on my phone screen. So yeah, you understand all these things. In WPS and encryption, yeah, I will show you. No. This okay, this 0.0 means it doesn't have it. Means that it's not available. It's not enabled at all. Maybe the guy disabled it, the owner disabled it, he don't need it. He don't need once you see disabled, you don't need to attack any W because there's a command you can run WPS and WPS has its own tool. I think it's called WPS. I think I've not installed it already. Let me see. WPS. Is it set up? WPS, whatever. I will install it later. I've not installed it. So if it's lower version, we attack it. That is around, it's up to what? Something like, it's a combination of keys. Maybe combination of keys, something like 29044, those things. It's up to 8 characters. So we are now going to brute force the key. Once we brute force the key, the computer will do it. Once it gets a particular key, we can log into the network. So the computer is going to brute force its eight keys. It's going to brute force it. Once it's going to take something like 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Once you get the correct one, we enter the network. But once you see 0.0, don't attack WPS because it's not available. When you see 1.0, it's older version, you attack. When you see 2.0, you try your luck. It might not go, it might go, but it's latest version. So I believe with all this explanation I have done, I believe with all this explanation I've done, you cannot be able to create what? Cannot be able to create your virtual machine and be ready for our next class of what? Penetration